Hello everyone. My name is Lani, and I'm back with another pick a card reading for you. I'm back. It's super exciting, and I did a new thing wherein I did each pile first before I shot this. So maybe if you choose the first two piles or the first two groups, um, my voice is a lot, louder, and I have a lot more energy sounding there because now my throat kind of hurts. But it's fine. Anyway, so what is this reading about? So this reading is about what can possibly happen for you for the rest of the year. So we're now in June, and we're nearing the end of the first half of this year, which is amazing and exciting, and I'm so happy and proud for all of us for making through these first 5 months, and now we're moving into the sixth month of the year. And just a little bit of maybe some important messages that you would want to receive, or some insight into what can happen for you for the rest of the year, and maybe just get ready for that. So lots of amazing messages here, and I'm super excited for you to watch for your pile. So yeah, let's choose your pile now. So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Pause this video if you want to. If you haven't decided yet, take a couple of deep breaths. If you want to meditate on the cards, like close your eyes and just get yourself into center first before choosing a pile. You can choose more than one pile, of course. You can choose to watch through this whole reading if you want to. You can definitely do that. And timestamps will be in the description, and it's gonna be great. And yeah, thank you so much. You can go to your reading now, but maybe some announcements. Private readings are open, so if you wanna book a private reading with me, all the details are in the description. And if you want to share anything, it's in the comments. Just go ahead. And yeah, so timestamps are in the description, and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hello, group 1. Whew. As soon as I hit record, I yawned. So hello, group 1. Here is your reading for what is in store for you for the rest of 2021. So exciting. Let's see what's happening. Okay. Ooh, this is super interesting. So we have here the Four of Cups. There. Super pretty. I love this deck because it's so pretty. The Two of Wands. And it's the Seven of Wands. Whew. So, group 1, here is the situation for you. There's something coming in with the Four of Cups. And with the imagery as well. There's something that's coming in for you within the time frame of the rest of the year, and you're wary about it, and with good reason. I'm not saying like accept it or don't accept it. Like, there's really good reason for you to be wary about it, because as you see here with the Four of Cups, it's not been a good situation with anything related to this offer. You have pretty good evidence in your book of wisdom that suggests that this type of offer that's coming for you is not good for you. See, this is the evidence here. Like, it all just ended up wilted and dried, and it didn't nourish you in the way that you hoped you would. So now this offer is coming in, and it's like, I don't want to get burned by this again. I don't want to get hurt, or I don't want this to end up like this again. See exhibit A, B, and C, For some, it is related to a partnership. So maybe there's someone, coming in and saying, hey, how are you? And showing their interest in you, like romantically, or even just like, hey, let's go out on dates. Um, and there's this attraction as well with this other person. For some others of you, it can be like this person is a sort of like a business partner, in a sense, a potential business partner, and it's like, hey, do you want to do a business? And it's like, a lot of people have offered me like business partnerships before, and they all ended up not good. Ugh. So whatever offer this is, that's being presented to you by someone else, whether it's romantic or not, you're a bit wary about it, but it is kind of enticing. It it looks different this time. It looks different this time, but at the same time, and again with good reason, you're wary about it. You're wary about it, and I'm regardless of whether you accept it or not. Again, it's all up to you. All of us have different circumstances, and for some of you, it can be like, hey, let's try again. If this is like a romantic interest. I was thinking of the noun for interesting, and it is interest. Okay. Yeah, so it can be like, hey, let's try to see what's going on. I'm gonna try. For others, it can just be like, we can be friends, or for others of you, it can be just like, no, I'm fine with what I'm doing on my own. I'm happy with what's happening to me on my own. I don't need any more like distractions from this dam I'm building for myself, from this foundation that I'm building for myself. And that's okay as well. Regardless of what your choices are, regardless of what the situation is for you, just know that you're acting like just know that you're acting based on your interests. Just make sure that you're acting based on what you think is actually right for you. Again, I'm not saying that this is a good offer this time, or this is something that is worth your effort, or you can listen to this person. I'm just saying this looks pretty enticing. This looks pretty, it can be wrapped up in a different package, or the package itself can be very different from what you were actually used to. So if you do want to try it out, then that's fine, of course. But if you don't, it's also fine. I'm just saying this might happen for you for the rest of 2021, and just want to be ready about it. I sound like that annoying friend of like, hey, you decide, you don't have to. But then yeah, the power is all with you. It's your life, your power, and you don't have to listen to me, right? I was thinking about like what other surprises are coming in. So we have here the Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. Group 1, if you are building your own career, if you're building your own empire, I do see good progress with it within this next half of the year. Like by the end of the year, there's gonna be this, whatever this is that you're building. I feel like it's related to the 7 of Wands that you're building. It looks good. The progress looks really good here with the Page of Pentacles. You're taking it slow, you're taking it sure, you're approaching it with a new type of it's like a childlike wonder, positive energy type thing. So like you're approaching it with that type of energy at the moment, and it looks like you're able to maintain that type of energy throughout the rest of the year, and you're able to have more discipline and more, it's like more of a knowing and how you want this direction to go, and you seem to be getting your feet firmly on the ground and doing what needs to be done to set this up well. So it's like the beavers, right? They're building a dam, and that is to protect them, right? And so it's like by the time winter comes, they're safe. And so I see that with you, that by the time winter comes, you're in this position of the Hierophant and the Emperor, wherein you have like a full grasp of what it is that you're building. And can you hear that? There's like an airplane. um, what was I saying? Yeah, good grasp, good control, and it's like everything is good. You have like this, the foundations are done, and you're able to say, "Hey, I did a good job this year." I really see that. It can be in terms of career. It's like you're starting with passion, and then you're at the same parang as you started this thing out of passion, and then as the days go by and as the months go by, you're weaving in more knowledge and wisdom and discipline into the passion. So it's kind of like a very unstoppable force for no one can stop you now. Ooh. Where do I put it? Here. I'll just put it here. I'm just getting more cards, when we have the Six of Cups here. And I'm gonna see what the Six of Cups means first. Oop. The Tower. Ah, okay. So, I'm gonna get one. I said I was gonna get one more, and they just blew. There's two cards. The Ten of Wands and the Chariot. Okay, so more things happening for you by the end of within this second half of the year. Group 1 is that. So there's something. So we have the Six of Cups. I'll show you the Six of Cups here. I really see it as something that's promised. Something that's promised. You promised yourself you would do it in this lifetime. Something like that. Or you promised yourself when you were a kid that you would do. It's a dream. It's a goal. It's something from your past. It's something from your past that you are wanting to carry into the present. I'm seeing it there, and you really want to bring this in. In order for you to bring this in, we have the Tower here and the Ten of Wands. Wait, let me show you. Okay. So, with the Tower and the Ten of Wands, there is certain structures that have been created in your life that, how do I say this? While they served you well in the past, it doesn't really it doesn't help you in bringing in your truth. It doesn't help you in bringing in this that you have promised yourself. It doesn't help you live in the most authentic way. Because this Six of Cups feels trapped within the Tower. And so what is needed is for the Tower to, bye, like that. So what are some examples of this? Like, you want a certain career, but then as a way of like making other people happy, or also as a way of self-preservation, you chose another track, and now it's like you're starting to bring it back. And so when the Tower falls, when you start to actively deconstruct the programming in place and the tangible manifestations of the programming, the programming that has led you to to feel this stress and burden and dissatisfaction with your life, because that's what really the Tower did. Although it served you, we're not questioning that the Tower served you. It kept you safe for as long as it has. it also kept you in this state of dissatisfaction and fatigue. And you don't want to feel that anymore. So you're actively deconstructing this tower now. There's an active effort, and I also feel that it's related to this, to what it is that you're building. Okay, this, the one that I said a while ago. What it is that you're building. So when the tower falls and you're able to release all of this burden that you're carrying, the dissatisfaction, the fatigue, and like you're finally able to rest, you're finally able to stretch your shoulders and like stretch your body and be like whoo, whoo, and breathe again. The chariot comes in and it's like full forward movement. It's full forward movement towards the life that you want to live. And you see, it's so, I like how at the end of this bit is the Emperor and the Hierophant, which is you taking, reclaiming your power and stepping into your power and fully owning yourself. And then with the Hierophant, it's like you have this wisdom and this knowing and almost like an understanding of universal law. Understanding universal law and being able to wield it in your own terms in the way that benefits you and at the same time doesn't harm other people, of course. And then at the end here you have the Chariot, which is, they're all major arcana. They're all, and the Chariot is again forward movement. Although it feels a little wobbly, it is still forward movement that is filled with passion and filled with happiness. And it's like I can almost see it as like someone who's riding the horse for the first time and then like, okay, you take the reins. And like, really? I can go wherever I want. I'm gonna choose here. Let's go. And it's that type of excitement. And I see that, and it's so wonderful how you're gonna end up doing it. So going back here with the Four of Cups and the Two of Wands, like regardless of whether you accept this thing that's coming towards you or this offer, you're still building this life that is so wonderful and that will help you end your year as someone who has reclaimed their power and someone who has done amazing work for themselves and for others as well. And of course, it starts with the working for you, working in a way that is for you, doing the work for you. Woo! Nope. Okay, that's two. Let's see what's happening here. We have the Sword. So it's like carrying the more powerful weapons in your arsenal. Really like that. And I like how I'm reminded of the episode in Cardcaptor Sakura where the sword, where she catches the sword card. And what happens is if you use the sword card, you will become a master swords person. Like you will suddenly gain the strength and the skills of a master swords person. So I really like it because it means that you're going into mastery within this next half of the year. You're getting into mastery, whether it's mastery of yourself or mastery of the skills that you're learning or the skills related to whatever you're building. And I really like that for you. And then we have the Voice there. So yeah, reclaiming your voice and using your voice more in a way that serves you, like really practicing that throat chakra and allowing yourself to express yourself in ways that are very authentic for you. Like finally you can speak out, and it doesn't have to be yes, it is the voice expression using words, but it can also be through other means, like other ways of expression. And yeah, that is really good. So those are I see those two as the type of skills that you're or what you're building towards. So more mastery, whether of the self or skills and knowledge that you're wanting to build, and self-expression. Then you have energy healing. Woohoo! Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Let me speak. Okay. And crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. So maybe you're getting more connected to crystals. You're starting to really harness the power of the crystals, and it's gonna be really fun for you. It's like a fun little thing. Or maybe your certain brand of energy healing for yourself involves crystals. But whatever it is, you are healing yourself energetically, and yeah, you're healing your energy. If you see this person here, it's like, I'm sorry, too close. There are the seven main chakras over there, so it's all being rebalanced in a way that is really authentic for you. And then it can also, like, you can also happen to maybe grow your crystal collection, start your crystal collection, and just have fun with it, you know. And like, you're reclaiming your power this second half of the year, and that's really amazing, and that's wonderful, and I'm so excited for you. So now I'm I'm slowly doing all of this situation to get some letters and numbers here for you, and then we have some charms to just to end the reading. Okay. Ooh, lots of things. Okay, so we have lots of numbers. Excuse me. We have 3, we have 100, which if you add it up, it's equal to 1, 26, which is an 8, there's 2, 29, which is an 11, when you add it up, which is 2, with 11, the angel number. It's a magic, what's that? It's a master number. There's 5, 91, added up, it's a 1, 54, 9, or 9, and 41, or 5. And then you have 2 V's, which leads me to think that for some of you, V is a very important letter. And then we have F and K. And then let's get into the charms. Excuse me. Okay, so first of all, you have these signs. Scorpio and Gemini there. Really interesting. Maybe, that offer involves a Scorpio or a Gemini, or someone who is a Scorpio or Gemini is going to help you throughout the rest of the year. There's this blue embellishment. It's like a crystal situation. They really see this as your throat chakra really getting more empowered. And I like the different cuts because it's like there's light that's being reflected from you, or I mean, does that make sense? It's like you're shining more light towards yourself. And I also feel that because it's such a royal, like, it's such a royal blue color, I feel like you're stepping into another level of yourself, and you're really starting to express that within this latter half of the year. And then you have the guitar with the skull there. I'm reminded of the Tower card here. So this can be related to the Tower, or this transformation that you're doing, the deconstruction that you'll be doing, deconstruction work that you'll be doing. You have 3 buttons. The first one is this gray one, which is usually used in like work clothes. This one is a pearl button. It's not real pearl, but it's a pearl button. And this one is like a button that's used for military uniform. So with these 2, I really see the discipline that is involved in the work that you're doing. Showing up showing up and being more punctual and yeah, disciplined with yourself to do so that you can do all of the tasks well, and you can, you're showing up for your goals, you're showing up for your desires. And with this, with the pearl, I see this as similar to the blue embellishment. It's like stepping into a next level version of yourself, someone who's more regal and a bit more royal, like with the emperor here. It's like stepping into a next level version of yourself in that sense. And then you have the tree here. Wait, there. The tree. So I do see it as, you're putting your foundations in, so it's like you're growing your roots in whatever it is that you're doing, the type of work that you're doing right now and throughout the rest of the year, and it's really starting to blossom, and it's gonna grow into this sturdy tree. And finally, we have this white crystal star ball. I like to call it that, crystal star ball. And the white, I like blah, blah, blah. For me, it represents really your spiritual health. So that inner knowing, that trusting, the self mastery that I was talking about, it's really gonna come up for you this year, and it all starts again with knowing and trusting yourself and trusting your intuition. Okay. So that is all that I have for you, group 1. I hope you liked this reading. I hope that you got something from it that helps you live your life more purposefully and more intentionally. I hope some of the parts in this reading hit you in ways that can help you move forward. If you would like to like this video and subscribe to my channel, that would be great. Readings are open again for me, so if you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description for my page, wherein you can see the different tarot offers that I have and how to book a reading. And what else? If you want to if you want to connect with me on Instagram or what's that, or Twitter, you can absolutely do that. The links are also in the description. So there, that's all that I have for you, group 1. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of 2021, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye! Hello, group 2! Hello, and welcome to your reading, group 2. This is your reading for what's gonna happen for the rest of 2021. So let's just get your cards first, and we'll see what's going on. Ooh! Okay. So, group 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, we have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Pentacles with the Star card. So for this deck, they do like the major arcana. Some of the major arcanas are weaved into some of the cards. And then you have the 10 of Pentacles. Whee! And first of all, it's all Pentacles. So definitely something related to your material wealth, your career, your finance, all of that stuff, or anything that you're working on that's tangible. I don't know why I'm doing my hands like this, but yeah, it's something tangible. It's something that you can touch. It's something that you're working on, like maybe gardening or building an empire. Building an empire. Yeah, so it's this really good progression into the tens, and I can tell you by the end of the year, I see this as represented by the 10 of Pentacles. There is this legacy that has been built, or is, the legacy is, it's starting to come through. Whatever it is that you want to build and what you want to see for yourself, it's starting to happen. You can see the result of your hard work, of your labor, and it's wonderful. You can, if you have a family, you can provide for your family. You can finally pay it forward for other people, or maybe treat your parents to a luxury vacation, things like that. You're starting to see the fruits of all your labor. And I'm going to go back here first, because that's what's in store at the end of the year. And it's wonderful. But of course, it's not going to happen without the work that is involved. And with the Six of Pentacles here, I am seeing the Six of Pentacles has a lot to do with giving and receiving. It has a lot to do with giving and receiving, and this equal flow of energy. And I do see that, but I also see it with yourself. It's, yes, you're already starting doing all of this hard work for yourself, of course. And at the same time, this is, I'm getting the feeling that this is more related towards yourself, like the energy that you're giving towards this work, but also the energy that you're giving towards yourself, like really taking care of yourself well, and making sure that you're properly nourished. I like how it here, right? You're properly nourished. Can't see it. You're properly nourished with all of this food. There's a lot of food here on the table, and you're also properly hydrated, and you're also finding time for some of the like tiny little luxuries, like flowers, like a 2-hour bubble bath, or maybe taking yourself out on dates, like really nourishing yourself in that way as well. And it's hitting like your emotional health, your mental health. You don't have to work, like do physical work 24/7 in order to build this that you want to build, like this legacy thing, this empire. You don't have to work, like really do actual physical labor and tire yourself out and suck yourself dry of every last bit of energy for this to happen. There is that equal part of, you need to make sure that you're having the proper nutrition. You need to make sure that you're resting well. You need to make sure that you're also enjoying life as it happens, because that's what you want to build into this whatever it is that you're building. The Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds and really taking care of the garden slowly and surely. And with the Star card, what you're planting here and what you're starting here is your wishes. And in this legacy work, you will, it, I hope part of this that you would want to build in is also time for you to rest. It's also time for you to really nourish yourself well, and give yourself, and maybe even the people around you, the care that you deserve. Because, like, what use is this empire, this legacy, if you yourself are like in the hospital when this finally happens, or even worse off, right? And because you've sucked yourself dry of every last bit of energy, that you don't even get to enjoy the things that you've built. So yes, it's important to do physical work, to build whatever it is that you want to build. It's important. It's part of it. And another part of it is also taking care of yourself and making sure that you're resting. Even if you just look at it in terms of, I'm gonna rest well so that the next day I can do more of the physical work required to make this. I'm gonna make sure I eat well. I'm gonna make sure I hydrate myself well. I'm gonna make sure I sleep well and rest well. And I'm gonna make sure that my mental health and my emotional health are all, they're all okay. Just so that I can continue building and continue working. Even if it's, even if that is your like primary reason for doing it, and not so much just, for the enjoyment of it, or for your own personal reasons. But if you can see it as that, if you want to see it as that, then great, then that's good, as long as you're getting the rest and the R&R that you need and that you well deserve. Nope. Sorry. So that you can build this. And there's really nothing that's gonna you're really gonna be led to the right places, because with the star card is here, right? And one of the reasons as well why I would really like for you to have this time for rest and proper nutrition is so that you're able to make decisions. Your head is clear enough that you're able to make the right decisions for you, and you're not just making decisions because you think that's you're like running on empty, and okay, let's just do this because I'm tired, I don't want to think about it anymore. When you get proper rest and proper nutrition, and your head is clear, because you slept for an amount of time that's right for you, right? And you're not stressed. You're able to make those executive decisions that you need to make, much better than you would if you were so stressed. There. So yes, you're building something. It's great. It's wonderful. You're gonna see wonderful fruits of your labor by the end of the year. And at the same time, it's really important for you to incorporate rest and proper nutrition and proper taking care of yourself. Weave that in with everything that you're building for yourself. All of this legacy work that you're building, the empire. Okay. I like that. I like that for you. I'm so excited. Let me know what's happening. And then we have the 5 of Wands. We have the 6 of Wands. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so with the 5 and the 6 of Wands, I don't see this as related to this anymore, but I do see that for some of you, you have been in this this really stressful time, or maybe you'll find yourself in a very stressful time within this year, and it's causing, this stressful time is like a lot of conflict with you and the people around you. And I really like the progression from the 5 to the 6, because it means that within this next half of the year, you're able to find reconciliation for this conflict, and you're able to move forward with much more happiness and much more like peace. Things are good. Things are gonna get better no matter what. Okay, things are gonna get better, and it's really great. It's really great because with the 6 of Wands, it's like victory, it's success, and it's all thanks to the resolving of the conflict, that you're able to really grasp this success. And it's great because not only are you building something really amazing for yourself, and it's all good for yourself and the people around you and the people that you love and the people that you're serving, the personal things in your life that are, filled with conflict are also being resolved. So you're not carrying that anymore by the end of the year. you're not carrying this conflict anymore. And it's great. And with the Five of Cups and the Queen of Swords, I see this as more, you're really getting a lot of your power and focus back. Maybe part of your focus is being taken away from the things that the disappointments that you have, maybe with yourself or with life in general. Because if you see here, oh, too close. The owl is sad because if you see here, there, 3 of their eggs are broken. Like, the babies didn't get to come out. And yes, it's, there's time to be really sad about it and to even mourn. Then at the same time, they still have 2 eggs that need taking care of by them. And so you're starting to see that those 2 eggs, those 2 cups that still need your care and your attention, and you're getting your focus back, you're getting things together again for you, and you're being much more clear-headed about the directions that you're taking, which is why you also need a lot of rest, because you've been through a lot. There's a lot of conflict that, yes, will get resolved, but there's still this process of resolving the conflict, and it's not it's not it's really great if it would be resolved in a snap, but that doesn't happen all the time, and you still have this experience of being really sad and being really disappointed about whatever happened in life, and so there's still that you still need that time to rest, so that you can feel refreshed, and it's like you're turning a new leaf and you're concentrating on whatever this is that you're building. And then you have the Six of Swords. I just like putting a lot of cards. The Ace of Swords, and the Hermit there. So with these 3 cards, ultimately I see forward movement for you with the Six of Swords. There's wonderful movement. It's like you're getting clear-headed again, with the Queen of Swords here, and with the Ace of Swords, it's much easier for information to come in because things aren't so hectic and chaotic anymore, with the conflict being resolved, and with this disappointment, this negative experience finally calming down. You're able to calm yourself down and able to reconcile what happened with this experience. You're moving forward with a clearer head and a clearer heart, and things just start making sense now. I see the Ace of Swords as things making sense now. You're moving forward. It's much calmer. You're clear. Your head is much clearer, and your heart is also much clearer and calmer. And there is that, that sense of just things being easier to handle now. And it's an eagle, right? Is that an eagle? So I do see that it's like mental freedom, because America. I'm not American, obviously, from my accent, but yeah. There's little that's keeping your mind distracted now from doing the things that you really want to do. And with the Hermit, I just see you gaining a lot more wisdom from your experiences. And I really like that for you. You're gaining a lot of wisdom from this conflict, from these negative experiences, from the things that you're finally reconciling and finally, getting over with. And it's really great. I really like that for you. Okay. That's wonderful. All of these cards are wonderful. And I'm so excited to see what's happening for you for the rest of the year. We have the Through. I really like this card because basically it means that you're getting through the difficult times. You're getting through the Through card. They have the ability to they give you the ability to get through any obstacle, like walls and things like that. But the thickness of, like, you're able to get through the thicker walls, the more powerful that you are. Okay. So I see this as you, again, from all the experiences that you're having, that you're finally reconciling, right? You're gaining more wisdom and you're gaining more experience. You're gaining more focus and like clear-headedness. So now you're just able to charge forward, and that's like your power. You're able to get through the difficult tasks ahead because you've learned from your experiences, and you're moving forward with this sense of, mental freedom now. Nothing is clouding your judgment anymore, and it's like, okay, this is the task that I have to go through. Okay, I'm going through it, and no matter the thickness of the circumstance, or no matter how difficult the circumstances, you're able to go through it because you have processed all of these experiences that have been difficult. And then we have the watery. I really like the watery. I like it because it's water, and we think that water is very calm and collected, and it's about your emotions, and it's crying. But at the same time, in card captor Sakura, watery is an attack card. So you are gaining this wisdom that is, what's that, you're choosing to be kind, and you're choosing to be kind, you're choosing to be soft, and again, with this mental freedom and this focus and this wisdom, you're choosing to be kind now and not so hard-headed. That's why here at the beginning with the Six of Pentacles, there is that emphasis of nourishing yourself, right? Nourishing yourself and making sure that you're well fed and you're drinking your water and you're resting well, because you're choosing to be kind and softer towards yourself. But you also take no BS. You also, when someone wants to try you, you know that you're getting through all of those things. So like, any circumstances or anybody that wants to try your patience and try your what's that, just try you in general, they're not gonna win, because while you choose to be kind and you choose to be focused on the things that you want to focus on, you're also not gonna let other people BS you. Okay. Protected. You are safe and supported while you change your career. So yeah, whether it's a career change, these are life purpose cards, so they're more dealing with career, but you're safe and protected while, as you go through all of this that you're going through in the rest of the year. Okay, so you can rest easy knowing that things are gonna be good. You can sleep and still create this empire, this legacy that you want. In fact, maybe you can, yeah, again, like what I said, you can even weave in rest as part of it. Like, as I rest, I make money, And one more. Okay. Light and love. I love that. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. I love that for you. Yay! So there, I'm not gonna over-explain that. I'm gonna go now instead to the numbers and the letters that can be of significance for you. Okay, so we have, for your letters, we have two I's, two letter I's, one T, and one letter G. And then for the numbers, we have number 7, 42, which is a 6, 82, which is a 1, 28, which is a 1 again, 67, which is 13, which is a 4, 62, which is an 8. 99, which is a 9, master number 9. And then 6. Okay? So, maybe that's of significance for you. Maybe it's not. Oh, this one fell. Third eye chakra. Your intuition, trusting yourself and your knowing. And then we have... Oh, you have some of the sewing things. Wait, let me... How did this get in here? Oh, what's going on? There, okay. There, okay. So we have first the sewing things. You have the needle there, and you have the tape measure. So I like seeing the tape measure here because it means that you're very practical in what you're doing, and you like taking precise steps, measured action steps. And then with the needle, you're it's like you're doing it slow and steady, and there's a precision to the work that you're doing there with the needle. And it's also very enjoyable because I like sewing. So I say it's enjoyable. You have 2 guitars. Wait ka lang, crown. Ayan. You have 2 guitars. One is this smaller one. One is with the one with the skull. And then one is the... What's this? G clef with the skull. So there can be music that's more involved in your life, and it's also this what is the 8th note? 16th note, I think. And so lots of music that's involved here, and also just like a lot of self-expression and bearing more of your truth with the skull. It's like showing yourself for who you are there. And then we have this button, which is kind of used in more of like vintage 60s type of clothes there, if you can see that. So it's like, for me, it's I'm just like, what does it mean? Really going back to basics for some reason, or like asking people who are older than you for wisdom. Like, for some of us that can be like, what, why do you want to do that? But I think that somewhere along this next half of the year, you will encounter like an older person who will give you some wisdom. Yeah. Or you're just, the fashion style that you want to go back to is like the 60s. And then you have another G clef here. So again, the emphasis on the music. Oop. And then we have an anchor. So there. Wait. There. So with the anchor, more grounding practices. So I'm really drawn back to the emphasis and the nourishment, and emphasizing sleep. The star, it's a starfish. So I like it being sticky and being very resolute, and this is where you want to go. And then with the dragonfly, I forget what the dragonfly means, or I don't think I've searched it enough. I'm gonna write it here, whatever the dragonfly means spiritually. But it's also just like being able to spread your wings, and it's with this legacy work, I feel. And then with the flower, it's also like beautifying yourself and emphasis on that rest. And then with the cross here, relating back to the spiritual health, that inner knowing, trusting something bigger than you. You are protected and safe. So trusting that there is this bigger, there's something bigger than you that's protecting you. And then the crown. So really, the crown is, you're vouching for yourself and you're fighting for yourself and you're um making sure that you're well taken care of for you. So there. That's what I have for you, group 2. Thank you so much. So this is what may happen for you for the rest of the year. I hope it resonates. I hope it helps you live your life with more purpose and intent. I hope you got a message here that can help you move forward well. If you want to like this video and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. What else? Oh, private readings are now back open. So if you want to book a private reading with me, all of the details, the link to that with the details is in the description. If you also want to connect with me on Instagram, on Twitter, you can also connect with me there. The links are in the description as well. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye! Hello, group 3! Yay! How are you? Welcome to your reading. So we're gonna read on, what was that again? What's happening for you for the rest of this year. So super exciting. Third group. I'm just gonna get the cards first and then we'll see what's happening. Okay. So, wait. Let me... There. Okay. So, we have, for you, group 3, the Jack of Hearts, which is the Page of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands with the Strength card. And then we have the 10 of Wands. Already yawning. Whew! What energy are we releasing today, Spirit? So, with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups pala. Did I say something different kanina? It's Page of Cups. I do see here that for the rest of 2021, there is that I feel like you're gonna rediscover something about yourself or rediscover something about something that you really love, something that gives you happiness. I do dare say something that you're really passionate about as well. There's a huge rediscovery of that it may not fit with your daily life, right? There's something that you rediscover about yourself and something that you discover gives you lots of happiness and fulfillment, and it's like reigniting something inside you. It probably doesn't fit in with your daily routine, or it's probably super different from what you normally do, but it gives you this like it ignites you, it fuels you, it gives you lots of passion, you really want to pursue it. But with the Strength card here, there is courage that's being asked of you to do it. Okay, you're being asked to be more brave and courageous in order to do whatever it is that this represents, especially if it doesn't fit your normal routine, or maybe people won't understand it when you start doing it. Like, why are you doing it? That's so not you. That's so not you. That's not true, We're multifaceted human beings, and even if something doesn't look like it's you, that can still be part of you. So if you want to do it, if you really want to incorporate this in your life, it's gonna take some courage from you. It's gonna take some pretty bold moves from you in order to start doing it, because it looks like you really want to start doing it here with the Page of Cups. It's like, I don't know, I'm just really feeling that for you, that you really want to do it for just for the happiness of it all, just because it's not just, right, it's not like a small reason, but you're not doing it for like profit, or you're not doing it for a side hustle or for anyone else's validation. You really just want to do it because it makes you happy, it makes you feel fulfilled, and doing it really, you just really want to do it for yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. And with the Ten of Wands here, for some reason, I'm really seeing here with the Ten of Wands that if you want to make this a part of your everyday routine, then you're gonna have, or like your priority list, like you want to put this in the top 5. And if you really want to put this in the top 5, you're gonna have to recheck your priority list. Because it looks like we're here with the Ten of Wands, it looks like some of them are not worthy of being on your list anymore, being on your priority list anymore. So if you want to really take inventory of the things that you think are your priorities and the things that you're doing right now, it's a really good time to do it within this rest of the year. Like, regardless of whatever this is that you discover, like, regardless of what this is, take inventory of your priorities within the next 6-7 months. Take inventory of it, because it looks like there are some things in your priority list that are not for you anymore. Like, you've taken them on and you've done what you can, and it's time to really let them go now. They're not worth stressing over anymore. It's not worth your time and your attention anymore to do it. And doing these things, or making these things part of your priority, is just making you feel what's that, fatigued and stressed out, and you're getting burnt out by this thing that is not really even supposed to be part of your priorities now. So just regardless of this, check your priorities within the next 6 months. And the thing is that you would want for the next year 2022 to be a new chapter for you, turning a new leaf. And one of the ways to do that is to really put some things to rest. Give some of these wands back to the people whom they belong to. Okay, so there. And that's gonna take courage, whether it's incorporating this fulfilling thing into your routine, or letting go of these priorities that are not yours anymore, you don't want to do anymore. That takes a lot of courage, and I hope you find the courage within the next 6 months, within the rest of the year, for you to do it, because that is for your happiness and for your being. It's for your happiness, it's for your fulfillment, it's for your own health. You don't want to carry things that aren't yours anymore, or that you're not meant to carry anymore. So there. And then we have the Devil. Ooh. We have the 9 of Cups. Make a wish, because your wish is coming true. And we have the Magician. So what is stopping you from believing that you can do it? What is stopping you from believing that you can reach your goals? What is stopping you from believing that you can fulfill your wishes? There's something here that's stopping you. That's why you're needing the courage to face it. You're needing the courage to face it, because, okay, The common thread between the page of what the page of cups represents, which is this thing that you discover that is emotionally fulfilling for you, and the what the Ten of Wands represents, which is something, which is priorities that you shouldn't be carrying anymore, or that it's it's tiring to carry. The commonality between the two of them is that what's this? What was I saying? The common thread between the two of them is that doing this is something very different. It's different. Okay, doing whether it's something that is for you. It's something that is for your own happiness. Again, that's the common thread between them, right? Like incorporating this, whatever the page of cups represents, into your daily life and putting it as a priority, that's gonna help you feel happiness and emotional fulfillment. Letting go of some of these sticks and some of these priorities and letting yourself rest and recuperate, that's also giving you happiness and fulfillment and more stability in so many aspects of your health, like mental health, emotional health, even physical health. However, what the devil represents here is that there's something that is stopping you from easily doing this. Maybe it's that you think that because this is very different from what you're used to doing or from what people know about you, it's something that you shouldn't pay attention to. So it's like trying to please other people. So you're not wanting to fight for this because of what society expects from you. And then that's also the same thing here. Like you don't want to disappoint other people, and you don't want other people to think that you're not trustworthy and you're not dependable, and that's why you don't want to, it's difficult for you to say that you can't handle it anymore, or I'm returning the wand to you now. And it's difficult. I understand that. I really do. I'm still I'm still no. I'm still working through a lot of my people pleasing tendencies, so I totally understand this. And at the same time, keeping these, like continuing to carry these wands and what they represent, continuing to carry these things that you're not meant to carry anymore, and continuing to deny yourself of the happiness that this gives you, whatever this is. Maybe it's a new hobby, or something like a new way of resting, things like that. That's taking you away from your internal power. That's taking you away from this, from your power, your internal magic. You're a magician, and it's and these things, like denying yourself of this and keeping yourself in this position of being fatigued and even people pleasing, that's taking away from your power. And you really would want to keep your power more intact, or you want to make sure that you have access all the time to your power. Okay? And so this is gonna take a lot of courage, and if you really want to fight for yourself and to like secure yourself next year, that next year is gonna be a new chapter, you're turning a new leaf, and things are gonna be better for you next year. It's gonna take you a lot of courage to start doing things for yourself and to start fighting for yourself. Okay, I hope I'm getting the message across. There, so that's what's happening there. And then we have here the World. So yeah, with the World alone, it's saying goodbye to old chapters and wrapping things up. So I do see that for you by the end of the year. Four of Cups, the Moon, and the Knight of Pentacles. There. I just want to say this because I suddenly got this hit as I was reading the other cards with the World card. Since it is a major arcana card and it's like this is coming, the whole reconciliation and old chapters closing and the new chapters coming in, that's gonna happen for you either within this year or early in the first half of next year. I see that happening. You would want to be in a position wherein you are an active player in this. So what I'm saying is that do this yourself. Don't wait for the universe to take these out for you. Okay? Because the universe is gonna do what's best for you, even if the circumstances in which they do it for you are not something that you would approve of, so, or that you would want. It's not naman, it's not pending your approval. What the universe does is not pending for your approval. It's either you do it for yourself, which is to say that you're going to really confront this. You're going to confront this, or the universe is going to do it for you, and you would want to just do it for yourself, That's all that I'm going to say about that. And then you have the Four of Cups and the Moon and the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a lot of trust that I'm seeing that is involved in these three other cards, Four of Cups, trust that the universe is offering you something much more wonderful than what it is that is what is the current circumstance right now of you not being in your power and you not being connected to your mastery of yourself. But okay, later. So there, just trust that things are gonna be better with the Four of Cups, even if you feel like really rigid right now and not wanting to accept any more offers or not wanting to have any more changes in your life. There's gonna be a change with the World card here, and it's just with the Four of Cups, there's just a trust that is being asked of you to have, that whatever is coming is going to be good for you. With the Moon here, there's also trust that you are going to be led to the right direction, even if you can't see it. Even if you can't see it yet, you're being directed towards the right direction for you. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, it's like more trust that even if the process is slow and the process is it's a bit, it's happening at a slower pace than you would want, and it's happening like things may not be working or unfolding right away. There's this trust that it will in its own divine time. So there's a lot of trust that is being required as you move into this new chapter. And just, what I was gonna say is that trust the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is here, and that means that your wishes are coming true. Okay, the timing is what is needing your trust, but it's coming true. Okay, so that is the good part of it. And then we have the silent. I see this is working slow and steady, and you don't really need to announce anything. You don't need to make it's like you don't need to make a big deal out of everything that you're doing. Yeah, and I just really see that as like working silently, and with the Knight of Pentacles as well, working silently and working in just the pace that you would want for yourself, and also not letting other people influence you is what I'm getting here, because I'm just seeing the Ten of Wands again, and it's like, if you're gonna let other people speak into your ear of like, hey, this is what you should do, you're just gonna end up in, you know, in a position that is not advantageous for you. And you know, it's not the game or anything, but it's just like, you don't want to be in the losing, you don't want to feel like you're in the losing end of your own life. Okay, so just make decisions on your own. Have that courage to make decisions on your own, and to really listen to yourself and to your own inner knowing, and trust in the universe. Trust that there is something good that's coming for you. You don't need other people to tell you that, and you don't need other people to tell you how you should do things, okay? And then you have the return. So, a part of it is returning some of these sticks, some of these wands, some of these things that you're prioritizing that are not, that are not resonant with you anymore, that you really don't want to carry anymore. Part of this, that literal returning. And then the other is just, I feel like returning back to your own power. I see that here. Returning yourself back to the time when you have more life and more courage. And I'm also seeing here, like, look at yourself in the past. Like, look at your inner child, and what would your inner child want for you, right? What would your inner child, how would you, if your inner child was beside you right now, and you see your inner child, you see like 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old you taking on everything that you're taking on now. And you know that it's not fair for them to take that on, because it's not fair for you to take this much on anymore. And it's not fair for, whether that's the 7-year-old you or the current you, it's not fair that you're not allowed to express yourself in the way that you want to express yourself. How would you talk to the people who are forcing you to continue doing this, or to not do what you like? How would you talk to them as a way of defending 7-year-old you? Now, just take food for thought, and maybe that can help you gather more courage to actually do what you feel is best, right, and true for you. And then you have let go. What did I say? Ten of Wands, let go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. Okay? Just let go. If it's not serving you anymore, let go. Yeah. And then family. Loving your friends and family is essential to your life purpose. So maybe this is involving your family. It's like, you don't need to worry about them. They can handle themselves. Okay? This is something, because I told you, right? Like, I have huge people-pleasing tendencies. And something that I've realized is that, and I'm trying to practice it, is that I try to take on a lot of things in the hopes that other people are not burdened by those things. So it's like, I'm gonna put on the burdens on me. So that's what I used to do. I don't like doing that anymore. And one of the things I realized is that if I don't do it, somebody else will. And that's so liberating. That felt so liberating for me to realize, because so I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it. I don't have to carry this. I don't have to run around and find different things to take on my own, and it's gonna happen anyway, right? Like, it feels so liberating to know that, and it feels so liberating when I realize that okay, even if since these things are not mine to begin with, right? The things that the Ten of Wands represents, for me, like, they're not mine to begin with, so I don't have to carry them. And since they're not mine to begin with and I don't have to carry them, when the time comes that they have to be done, they're gonna get done anyway. They're gonna get done anyway. Whew. And it's so liberating to know that. Okay, so that's the reading for you. I'm gonna go here and just get you some letters and numbers to see what's going on. Okay. There. Okay. So let's see what's going on here. So for the letters, you have Q, E, and 2 R's. For the numbers, you have 45, which is a 9. 73, which is a 1. 10 and then 1. 78, which is 15, so it's a 6. 17, which is an 8. 49, which is 13, it's a 4. And then 7, and then 90, so it's a 9. And then we'll see the charms. One more. Okay. So we have, for the sign, we have Libra. There. You have 2 guitars. One is, it says new noise. So it's like an electric guitar. And then one is more of like, call it like a banjo or something. This is Nashville there. So expressing yourself in a way that feels authentic for you. So whether that's through like country style music or like an acoustic type thing, or it's more of like a rock, metal music type situation, expressing yourself in a way that is authentic to you. And then we have the crown here. So I really see this with the Magician card, recognizing your own power. And then you have this one. It's an embellishment for things, for clothes, and it's in a tear shape. So expressing your emotions is going to be very important for you. And then we have the sewing machine. So maybe the thing that you want to do here, that the Page of Cups represents, is sewing. Or maybe it's something to do with creating or using your hands to create something. Because sewing is a very, it's a hands-on situation where you're really using your hands to create something. And then here, we have the multicolored crystal star ball, which is the I see this is the crown chakra, so really trusting in the universe there, which is, I said all of those cards on trust. And then we have the heart here, and then we also have the green crystal star ball, which is, I see this as a representative of the heart chakra. So forgiveness is what the base, like the main theme that I'm getting from the hearts, is forgiveness for, towards, first of all, to the other people who may have put on so much on you. Like, maybe the reason why you have tended to carry all of these things that aren't yours is because other people had a lot of expectations for you. So forgiving them, because we're all just human in the end, and if they hurt you through those things, they certainly, you know, they certainly didn't mean it, or even if they did, it's still, still forgive them and have this open heart to forgive them, and also forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for maybe, maybe you feel that you're not brave enough, or you're not courageous enough to do it. Maybe you're losing trust that things are gonna get better, and having, just forgiving yourself for that, forgiving yourself for not being as brave as you would have wanted, or not fighting for yourself in ways that you would have wanted. And yeah, so there, just forgiveness and opening your heart up more to love. Okay, so that is all that I have for you, group 3. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this resonates, I hope this helps, I hope you got something from it that will help you live your life with more purpose and more intent. If you want to like this video and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. What else? Let me know in the comments what's going on with you. Private readings are open for me again. So if you want to book a private reading with me, you can absolutely do that. The link with all the details and then is in the description. And if you want to connect with me on Instagram and on Twitter, the links to my other social media accounts are there as well in the description. So there. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, group 4. So you are the last group for today. I don't know why I'm speaking like that, but there we go. Here is your reading, group 4, for what's happening, what's in store for you for the rest of this year. And so we're gonna start with the tarot cards here. Just gonna get the cards and then we'll see what's going on. Ooh, okay. Excuse me. Here we go. So we have, wait, you can see my you can see my leggings here. That's okay. There. I don't know why. It's not like you don't have to see my leggings. It's just that, nothing. I don't know. So first we have here the Queen of Swords. There is she. Yes, there we go. And then we also have the Three of Swords. What did I see here? Queen of Wands. Kung ano man sinabi ko, this is the Queen of Wands. And then so Queen of Wands, Three of Swords, and then we have the King of Swords with the Emperor card. I think, yeah. Yeah. Wow. Why am I just... Whew. Okay, so so let's see what's going on here. Whatever you're doing right now, I just want to say that whatever you're doing right now is amazing, and it's wonderful, and it's good, because a lot of you with the Queen of Wands, this pile in particular, is just spirit. It's like you're like this more spiritual pile. And what I mean by that is not that the other piles are not spiritual or other people are not spiritual, right? But it's just that with the Queen of Wands here, I am seeing that throughout the rest of this year you are using your more of like your spiritual gifts, or you're tapping into more of your spirituality or more of your inner knowing. Sorry. You're tapping more of into that and using your your spiritual techniques in order to help you heal from whatever it is that you need to heal from. So whether that's heartbreak, like what the Three of Swords usually represents, or stereotypically represents, or it's about negative experiences, traumatic experiences. It's a whole slew of things. You're healing from that, um, through, like, with the help of spiritual techniques, or like, uh, going to a tarot reader for insight through a reading, or approaching a Reiki healer, or maybe you're practicing tarot yourself, or you're um, learning Reiki yourself, or all of these other types of healings and other types of um, modes of, like, divination and healing modalities that are more rooted in, spirit. It's like a more spiritual nature. It's not really a medical type of healing. Or maybe you're not approaching a therapist so much as you're approaching a healer, or a Reiki master, or someone like that. And that's it doesn't you know it doesn't make you any better than others. It's just different, and that's how you are. It's like that's the best way for you to do it for you. I was just talking to a friend of mine last night about healing, um, and you know healing. Oh, you can see the wire. Healing, there's a lot of different modalities and ways of healing, and but the goal of healing is very similar across the board, and it's for us to reconcile with these traumatic experiences, or these negative experiences that we've had in our lives, and to come out of it better, and to come out um, with with a more hopeful outlook, or a more positive outlook, and to get to know ourselves a lot better. That's really important. And there's a lot of different ways of healing. My friend chooses to go through a therapist or a psychiatrist, and she got diagnosed, and is taking medicine for her issues. For her, that's the way she's healing. And for me, I kept saying, like, I know that I said this to so many friends before, but I kind of feel like I want to get diagnosed, but also like not, and I do know that I have some of these issues, but the way that I'm going through it is through this route. It's more of like really spiritual deconstruction work, and I just recently got a trans medium reading healing session from Courtney. Follow her if you don't. She is a psychic goddess. and it's different. One way or one method is not different than the others. It's just different. And my friend chooses that road to healing because that is what resonates with her more, and that's what she needs more. And for me, like, this is what I feel like I need more. And it's different, and they're both valid. And I don't know why I suddenly got on that tangent, but for you, this is the more spiritual path, is where it's at for you. That is more of your modality of healing: tarot, Reiki, crystals, and yoga, and all of these things that at first, they look great, they look cute, and things like that. But with the Queen of Wands here, I just see that you have gone past that stage of it being cute, and now you're in this, like, it's the next level, wherein you're really starting to see what it can be used for in terms of your own healing. So yes, that is really good, and that's really good for you, and I'm so happy for you, because at the end of the year, there is this more of King of Swords, Emperor type energy of you becoming more there's like a reclamation of your power. Like, you're in your power more, and you're much more clear-headed, and maybe, healing is a lifelong process. We heal from something, and then next time a new trigger comes in, and it's just like, it's not that you haven't healed it yet, but it's more of another layer of it. And as we live, we heal. But at the end of this year, I do see that you will have gotten into this other level of healing, and it's, you're already more in command of your own power, and you understand your own power much more, and you're more clear about the direction that you really want to go in. And that's really amazing. And it's more you being more led by trust and led by faith, because that's one of the things that you may have discovered here through your healing journey, is more of that trust, and more of that faith in something bigger than you. And so yeah, you're more led by trust and by faith, and you're more led by your intuition, which is, we would want a lot more people to be led by their intuition and their own inner knowing. And you're doing that for yourself, and that's amazing. And I just want to say, congratulations on all the work that you've done thus far to heal. A lot of people don't do that. And yeah, I'm just so proud of you. And it takes work, so continue doing the work that you need to do, and continue trusting yourself and trusting the work that you're doing, because it's working. Okay. And then we have the Three of Cups. We have the Empress. Wonderful. And then we have the King of Swords. So with the King of Swords again, okay. It's funny because when I shuffled it, I already know that it's the King of Swords again, but then I forgot that, it's the King of Swords again. Okay. It's so strange. Okay. I'm a bit strange. Okay. So again, with the King of Swords, there is more of that reclamation of your power again, and you're a lot more clear-headed on your direction of your life. And then at the same time, with the Empress energy, I feel like part of what you're healing is also your feminine energy. So a lot of you may be, you may be very feminine led, or you're all like more in the feminine spectrum, from the masculine and feminine, more of the feminine spectrum, feminine side of it. We both have masculine and feminine energies in us, but you may be more feminine energy led, and so you're practicing more of that, and you're healing more of that sacral energy and your womb space, and healing those things. Sorry. And I'm also just still figuring out the languages that are involved in that, because I also have a very, my sacral chakra, womb space energy has not been the healthiest. But anyway, we're healing that. You're healing that throughout the rest of the year. And then with the Three of Cups, I just really see this as more of, you're finding your soul tribe. That's the first thing that I got, because if you look at the imagery there, it's like they're having a party and there are 3 dogs, but they're all of different breeds. So it's like you're finding your soul tribe. You may look different from each other, or you may come from different origins with each other, but at the same time, you're all you find something similar in each other, and it's wonderful. Okay, so there's just a lot of healing. You're finding your soul tribe. You're healing from more of the internal, like feminine wounds, and you're getting more of that power back, which is really, really amazing, and I'm so happy for you. And then I'm just getting more cards here, as you can see. I'm asking for one more, and then there. I'm gonna discuss what's going on. Discuss lecture. So we have the Two of Cups. Wait, Two of Cups there. I really love this image. I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. King of Wands. Ooh. Okay. And then the Nine of Wands. And then we have the Two of Swords. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. And the reason why I really like the imagery of the Two of Cups in this deck is because, so, Two of Cups is usually representing union, and it's like two people really meeting, and you know, it's kind of like a minor arcana card for the lovers, kind of. Don't quote me on that because I'm not very sure, but that's why I personally see it. And if you see here, the cats are leaning on each other's foreheads, and it's a very equal, there's equal force involved in the leaning. If you can see that, they're both, their heads meet, or their foreheads and eyes meet at the center of the cup, which means that no one is for pushing more this side or to this side. It's an equal energy of give and take, and that's what we really want from our relationships. It's an equal energy of give and take, and we don't feel like we're giving too much, or like one side doesn't feel like they're giving too much, and you know, or like they're being sucked dry from the relationship. This is a very healthy balance of that. And I really do see here that there is that potential for union with this King of Wands figure. And I say that because they're the two cards that came out together, but also because of the Queen of Wands here. So the Queen meets her King, regardless of how you identify as in sexual orientation, gender identity expression terms. So soji terms. I don't know if it's soji or sogi. Let me know, please. But regardless of how you express yourself, or how you define yourself, or what your pronouns are, the queen meets their king. The queen meets her king. So it's a really, like, there's a meeting there. There's a potential for union here. But then at the same time, we have this of Nine of Wands and the Two of Swords, which is, you have to consider the facts that you are still healing from negative experiences, traumatic experiences, whatever these things are. And so, already, okay. And so there is, you know, it's understandable that you may feel a little bit guarded. And because the Nine of Wands, they're both representing, you know, being guarded in different ways. The Nine of Wands is more guarded and more, it represents stress, but it also represents, I have done this much work. I am not allowing you to touch any of my work, because I don't want your hands on my work. I don't want you toppling or sabotaging any of the work I've done. So that's what the Nine of Wands represents here. And then the Two of Swords is like, wait, let me just be on my own and think things through on my own. I don't want any outside interference. So please just back off. So that's what the Two of Swords represents here. So they're very different, right? It's like a very different meaning to being I'm not gonna get it anymore. Ang hirap. To being a bit more defensive, but then at the same time, they're both in this very defensive stance. So understandably, it's because you're healing. You're still healing from all of these experiences that you have experienced, that you're healing from this. I already told you, right? We're talking about it. You're healing like your feminine energy, and you're taking your power back. You have all of these healing modalities that you're trying out. And so and of course, like, what this tells me as well is, part of what you're healing, or maybe a huge chunk, whatever percentage it is, a part of what you're healing is something related to partnership or romance. Wait. Sorry. Okay. Is partnership or romance, maybe negative experiences in terms of romance or things like that, right? So it's understandable if you choose not to entertain this potential for union as much as maybe someone else would. Because while yes, there is this potentiality, you're also doing a lot of things on your own, and maybe you don't want to be sidetracked or parang distracted from it, because like I was just talking to this again with said friend that I mentioned at the beginning of the reading. I was also talking to her about this, and it's like she was asking like, Ate Lenny, do you have a boyfriend? And I was like, no. And then both of us were like, if someone were to come, and it's like, no, we're gonna choose not to. And then like I was talking about it, and it's like I'm still doing a lot of healing work for myself, and I really don't, I'm really not opening up to that yet, because it may just end really differently from what I would want, right? It may not end well. So you may be at that stage, but it's totally understandable, okay? So don't worry about it, and just know that there's this potential here, and you can, and just know as well that you can be in your healing work and all in the work that you need to do for yourself, and also entertain this potential for union, entertain this person, this King of Wands. There's a potential for union there, like I said, and it's all right to entertain it. It doesn't have to be serious. You don't have to start planning a wedding, start that Pinterest board and plan for your wedding, but it's more of just opening up again, softening up and opening up, regardless of the experiences that you've had in the past. Okay, so let's see. We have a few more cards here. We have the shield. Oh my gosh, yes. So this is talking about the whole defensiveness that I was talking about. Like you're really on your guard about other people coming in, because it's like, no, please stand back. I'm not ready yet to entertain you. And it's fine. It's fine that you feel like that, but also know that maybe this is another layer to your healing of opening up and softening up to potential friends and partners. No matter what the deal is. Like, is it a new friend or a new partner, new romantic partner, things like that. So yeah, it is understandable, and at the same time, it's totally fine if you choose to try it out. Okay? Then you have the Libra. They, in card captors ako, they say it as Libra. I don't know why. Balance. So things are coming back into balance for you. Thanks a lot to your healing, to the healing work that you've been doing for yourself. And it's all very good. You're also able to, with the moon and the sun here, I just see that you're also able to see the parts of you, like the parts that are hidden from you. You're able to see them better, and you're able to see them more neutrally than before. So you're able to look at them in a more neutral way, and not in a way that is like, why do you have that to yourself? Like, you're not blaming yourself for having these wounds or this shadow side, and you're not you're just seeing them more neutrally. You're saying, oh, it's there. That acknowledgement of, oh, it's there. Okay, that's what needs to that's where I need to shed some light on. And it's good. You're seeing them a bit more neutrally. And then we have options. Consider the career possibilities that are open for you. there. So maybe you are considering some career options, or maybe you're considering different options in your life, or on maybe like what healing modality am I going, or where am I going next. With this King of Swords, Emperor energy, where am I going next? Where do I want to focus? Where do I want to focus my energy on, my mental power on, things like that. Know that there are a lot of options for you, and you can choose whichever you feel is best, right, and true for you. And then Justice. Ooh, see, with the Libra card, and then Justice, your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So maybe this is something that you're being led towards, right? Something that will help other people seek their justice, or helping other people bring more balance into their lives. So maybe that is something that you're more leaning towards. Maybe you'll get to discover that throughout this whole second half of the year. So just gonna get you some letters and numbers there. Okay. Okay. So you have two A's, one J, one N for your letters, and then for your numbers, we have 38, which is an 11, or that's master number, so 11 or 2. 39 is 12, so that's 3. 54 or a 9. 69 or 15, 6. Okay, so that means that those numbers may be of significance for you. Then let's get you some charms. There. Okay. So first we have the... What happened here? Okay. We have the G clef with the skull there. And we have the... I still don't know if it's an 8th note or a 16th note, but I keep calling it a 16th note. So there you are. So maybe music is a part of your life purpose, or your self-expression, or maybe you're using music as part of as one of your healing modalities. That can be a thing for you. And then we have, this is your zodiac sign that is maybe of significance for you, Virgo. So maybe that King of Wands that comes in is a Virgo, or has Virgo placements. You know, things. Or, I don't know. There's the Eiffel Tower. So maybe this is a significant place for you. Or it talks about strong structures. So that can be what you're building for yourself, or what your healing is bringing for you, which is strong internal structures. What else? With the tree here, I also see this again as strong foundations, and also like interconnectedness. I see that as well with the soul tribe that you may be calling in for yourself, so that's good. With the eye here, this is an eye, right? It looks like an eye. There. And protection, I see this as protection, like the evil eye, that's what they call it, right? The evil eye, or I don't know, I forgot what they call it, basta yung eye. That is, for protection, that can be there for you. And then the crown, which is more of giving more importance for yourself, to yourself. So like putting a prime on yourself. You're not putting yourself in last place anymore, which is what it's happening through your healing, which is you're stepping into this more King of Swords, Emperor energy, right? And then the owl, which is a lot of wisdom, and maybe it's also related to the wisdom and the knowledge that you're gaining through finding out your life purpose, which may be related to this Libra Justice cards. And then we have these two, which is the blue and white crystal star balls. So the white represents here your spiritual health. So again, with spiritual health, more of that trusting, that inner knowing in yourself and in your healing modalities. So it's strengthening a lot more throughout the rest of the year. And then you have the blue here, which is the throat chakra. And so yeah, expressing yourself more, and maybe through music, expressing yourself more through music, and just being more open and honest with yourself and with the things that are happening in your life. So that can be very important for you. That's self-expression. Okay, so with that, I'm ending your and what am I saying? I am ending your reading here in group 4. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what's going on. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I would really truly appreciate it. Readings are open for me again, so if you want to book a private reading with me, you can do that. The link with all the details is in the description. And then if you want to connect with me on social media, Instagram and Twitter, the links to that are also in my description. Okay, so there. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you got something from this that can help you live your life with more purpose and intent. And I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.